Hello?
Hello?
Everybody can hear me?
Yeah.
What about others? Prasadi, Ashoka, Vasanti, Nilanta is there.
Thank you. Bravo.
Okay. Nilanta, can you hear me? Nilanta? Okay. Malani, are you there?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay, fine. Nilanta? Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Shall we start then?
Good afternoon. Yes, sir.
Nilanta, can you hear me? Nilanta? Yes, it's really nice to see you around 4 by 5, around 20 people in Chilaw Division, online Chilaw Division schools, I guess. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Anybody from other?
Yes, sir.
All are from Chilaw. Okay. Emma from which school?
St. Mary's College, sir.
And Mary's Ashoka?
No.
Ashoka Vijayanayaka? Ashoka Vijayanayaka?
She's from Anand, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know whether she's hearing me. Prasadi from?
Yeah.
Prasadi?
Prasad is from Kamal Girls, sir.
Okay. Patricia from?
Lasant is from, sir, Kanjukulia St. Benedict.
Okay. Britney, what is the school? Okay. So if you can hear me, please hands up. Otherwise, I don't know whether you can hear me. Please hands up those who can hear me.
Can hear you, sir.
Okay. What about Nilanta? I think Nilanta is having problem. Chintaka. Okay, still we are checking the phones, I guess. Yes, we have only 40 minutes instead of 3. So please hands up those who have participated in the previous video conference. Please hands up those who
Sir,
participated.
I participated, but I missed the first part. Later only I joined, sir.
Okay. Okay. Sayona, can you hear me? Yes. Dilrukshi, can you hear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fine. Jennifer Kamel Balika?
Yes, I can hear.
Yeah. Tilini Subasinghe? Yeah, from Suduelle.
Video.
Okay. Chintaka Dal. Yes, can you hear? Chintaka Gal. Okay.
I'm not Chintaka. I'm not Chintaka. This is my husband's phone.
Oh, that's all fine. Nusrat?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Nusrat, what is your school?
Yeah, Chilaw Nasriya Central College.
Okay. Okay, so Isat. Nusa, Hamsa, Nusa, Hamsa.
Sir, actually, I'm Fasla. I'm using my sister's phone.
Okay, that's fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Okay. Arunagal.
I'm Kumari Jinendra Das from Bokkavela Connection.
Okay. Okay. Nilanta, can you hear now?
Yes.
Nilanta? Nilanta? Yes. Nilanta, hang Hello. Okay, we start. Good afternoon again. So I just need to brief you regarding the resource and to discuss what is our future plan. So still we don't know what is the exact date of starting schools. But the thing is, we had a provincial meeting a couple of days before in the zonal office. So you all hear me, I guess. Yes, Malini, can you hear me?
Sir, I can hear you. I'm listening.
Okay, fine. Emma?
I can hear you, sir.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Yes, I just need to verify whether you can hear me. So
Yes, sir.
regarding the resource thing and what are the strategies we have taken right now, we need to discuss. Because the previous meeting, it's actually very broad meeting. We had all over the teachers in the zone, but in this time we have to think about the divisional resource and see what has happened to us. So Nilanta, can you hear now?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Now I can hear you. That's fine. Sorry? Okay, Chamit, you can hear me, no?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Okay. So first I need to share the screen about results.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see the Excel graph?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you see it?
Yes.
So is it clear?
Mm.
Gayatri,
Yes.
Siya Singh, can you see that Excel graph?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, it's clear.
Yeah. So this represents the results of Chilaw English results from
Yes.
2017, 2018, and 2019. This is Chilaw division, not the zone. This is only your division
Yes.
results. So you can see the difference between these 3 years. You can see in 2017 we had 175 years, and it has gradually increased in 2018, but drastically decreased in 2019. So we had only 132 A passes in Chilaw division. And also B passes is remaining more or less same. It's 130, 155, and then 157. We can see only an increase of this is A, B, C, S, W. This last pillar represent the pass percentage. So you will see the pass percentage has increased, but unfortunately you don't see any significant increase of these results because A's, B's, C's, which means qualitatively Chilaw division results have not been increased. Can you get my point?
Yes,
Chamit,
sir.
is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's clear, sir.
Yeah. So what we need to focus this time, 2020, although we have COVID pandemic or whatever, still it's almost common all over Sri Lanka. We need to think to increase these pillars. You see, because comparing to Vennapu and Nathandiya, they have almost 200 A's. So unfortunately in Chilaw, I don't know what has happened because these less number of A's, this is contributed by most of bigger schools, which means if our bigger schools can perform very well, it's really easy to increase these pillars. Not from the schools where there are maybe below 20 numbers in students in grade level. So which means the bigger schools in Chilaw, obviously starting from Anand, St. Mary's, Carmel, what other is Aniganta?
Madagama.
Yes, Madagama. Are there anyone from
Madagama.
Madagama? Madagama Abbey. Yes, Madam. Yeah.
I can answer St. Benedict's also this time.
Yeah, we'll see. So if we don't pay our attention to increase this qualitative figure as a division, we are going to fail this time again because we have paid our attention just to increase S passes only. You see, it's
Yes.
S pass 917 plus 100, 1017 plus around 40,053. And still number of failures remaining same. See 185 and 780. So at least we need to decrease this amount as well as we need to increase these pillars. Compared to other divisions, there these pillars have increased. So Chilaw division, most of bigger schools starting from Anand Senanayaka has this tune pump. Okay. Starting from Anand Senanayaka, St. Benedict, Carmel, St. Mary's, you people have to work a lot to increase the results. So this is the current figures which we have according to the public exams. Okay. So
Yes.
how many people are there altogether? 36 participants. Okay, fine. We have a lot this time. Hope you ever can hear me. If you have any problem regarding the analysis or something, just ask me because we have very limited time. I mean, this free time only we can use 40 minutes in Zoom. So this what I shown you is O-level results according to WSN. Let's see what is the forecast. So these are the term test marks. I guess you can see it clearly. Malini, can you see it? Starting from this graph, Madagama Bay. Patricia, can you see this graph?
St. Mary's, Carmel, Balwa.
Yeah, you can see it clearly, no?
Yes.
Okay. So these are the results according to the last term test mark, which means 2019 grade 10. These are the people where they are staying in grade 11 class right now. So which I have highlighted this. You can see number of this is sorted according to the descending order W numbers. So who has raised the hand? Yes. Do you have any problem? Okay. So who is the teacher from Madagama Bay? Madagama Bay? Is anybody here?
I am from Madagama School.
Ashok Vijayanayakan.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine.
No, sir. I'm from Anand. I'm from Anand.
So who is from Madagama?
Dilruksi, I am Dilruksi.
Lokka.
Ganga is here. Ganga.
Sorry?
Ganga is here.
Please speak. Who is from Madagama? I need to see.
Dilruksi.
Lokka.
Dilrukshi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can hear you.
You can see the results, no?
Yes, sir.
So I'm wondering what has happened to Madagama because you have the highest percentage of W's this time. I mean, according to forecast, more than 114. So because do you have teachers or you are having lack of teachers?
So we have enough teachers.
Mm-hmm. So what has happened? I mean, why these results are very low? So you are doing grade 11, are you?
Yes, sir. I am doing.
Yeah, because you can see in 31 to 39, 15 students, 21 to 30, still 24 students. So you have only 22 A's, 11 B's, 26. This is from grade 10 visas. Obviously, this can be increased, but current situation is very critical. You agree with me?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
So could you please brief me what has happened? Why the resource is very low? I have not visited your school, obviously, so I don't have any idea regarding your cohort. But you may have some reasons to tell me, please.
Last time I did do the grade 11, sir. This
Uh-huh.
time I'm doing.
So
I hope to do something this time.
yeah, did you do to grade 10? This course, did you do grade 10 last time?
No.
Okay. So because what you have to do, yeah, Dilrukshi, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What you have to do, you can see these figures. These are the students playing on 20 to 40. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So your target should be all pass people are right now 72 number, 72 students. You have to add 24 and 15 and your target should be 111. Is it a possible task? Yes, Diluchi.
No battery.
Hello. Diluchi, can you hear me? Diluchi. Diluchi.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Yeah. I mean, your target should be 111. I am asking whether is it a possible task.
Big sound is here.
Whether is it a possible task to achieve that target.
Yes, this time I think we hope we can come to this target, I think.
Yeah. So right now, I mean, before starting schools, have you planned to do something or you have given some materials to students or by hard copies, soft copies? What are the things you have?
Yes, after school start, we have to discuss.
I mean,
discuss about the
because still we don't
projects.
there is no plan to start the software next week. No, almost we are missing more than 2 months. So, do you have any WhatsApp groups or anything to share the materials with the students in grade 11?
No, sir.
Okay, in the school context, you didn't do anything to give something to students up to now in the curfew period? No.
No, not yet, sir.
In that case,
Sir,
Nilantha,
Yeah, I can give.
I guess we have to plan something to Madagama schools because most of the school now they
Yeah,
are
yeah.
giving some materials to students via hard copy or soft copies, but still if they don't have that in the school context, at least for English we have to plan it. Otherwise, this figure remaining same or this figure will increase. What do you feel, Nilantha?
We have to talk to them furthermore.
Sorry?
We have to do one meeting. We have a discussion with these particular teachers, like Madam people. Yeah, we need to.
It's not clear, Nilantha. We can't hear you.
Some materials. So already we have to prepare some materials.
I don't know who is having this problem with the mics. Is anybody from Karukko Sugadanand?
Sir,
Yes,
yes, sir. I'm Rovini from Karukku Sugatanand.
from Galaxy 8NS.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine.
Actually, I'm yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm Rovini.
Yes, really.
Actually,
Looking at same figures in the 104 students on census page.
yes, but
I mean,
actually, I'm not doing all levels.
so who is
In
doing
this
all your
year,
lecture?
I came to I came to this school in this year. Before that, I worked in Arachikatwa division.
Okay, okay, fine. So only.
But I have seen our principals and other teachers are working hard for these students, and they are having some soft copies and giving hard copies for the students through the FP and in the schools also. So they are working hard for uplifting results.
So how many teachers are doing grade 11 this time?
I think four.
Yeah. So
Only two teachers, including me and Sandamari teacher, are doing primary.
I met a
And
couple of teachers in the quality circle, as far as I can remember.
yes,
I don't know whether I
yes.
met you. I met.
No, I couldn't come, sir. I don't know that meeting. So that's
Okay.
right.
Anyway.
Because only two teachers, I think they met.
Okay, Rohini, the thing is, you need to tell them their target
Yeah.
should be at least 112, not at least, it
Yes.
should be more than that.
Yeah.
Because they can pass according to this figure, only 45 students. You can see my cursor, no? Can you see my
Yes,
cursor?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Only 45 students we can pass according to these results, but still
Yeah.
there are students, 21 students according to 31 to 39 and 46 students 21 to 30. I am not saying that just to think about the others. I mean below 11, marks below 11,
20.
we don't
Yeah.
have time to do a much. But, okay, marks below 20. Yes. Marks below 20, don't think much, but 20 to 40, you need to work. Somebody is having a problem with. Okay. So Madagam Abe, are you there still? Madagam Dilrukshi?
Yes, sir. I'm.
You need to write this target as well as Rovini, you have to write this target and inform to particular teachers.
Yes,
Doing
sir. And I also informed them to join this video conference also. I don't know whether they have been joined or not.
are, are
Actually,
there are
anyhow,
there
I will tell to them.
yeah, are there any teachers from Madam Abe other than Rohini? Please speak.
Karuku.
Sorry, Karuku.
Karuku.
Karuku, are there any teachers?
Good afternoon, sir. I am Samantha Amarpur from Karupur.
Uh,
Hello, can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
I am Samantha Amarpur from Karupur.
Uh-huh.
Last year, I came to Karupur last year, that means in 2019. Last year also I did grade 11 and this time also I am doing.
So you are doing grade 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you are
The
doing
problem is there's a set of boys who are not interested in English. That's the matter.
yeah.
We have separate classes. We had, that means before the curfew period, we had separate classes for them. Projects, that means they started some projects and we had separate classes for those boys.
So are
And
you giving
during the
any sort of
curfew period,
materials right now? I mean in the home.
all sportsmen's association and the principal and some teachers are doing some assignments, giving some assignments for them on Facebook and to the school website.
Do you have a school website?
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, you have to think about this 21 plus 46 students because others.
Yes, as I have heard, last year's all over results, according to last year's all over results, the percentage has gone somewhat up.
Yeah, because but as a zone, we are in a fifth position. Previously, Chilaw zone, we had I mean third or fourth position in the province. Now we are going back. So that's why we need to think about the most of the results because provincial people they have highlighted this thing. Previously, the Chilaw zone results were very high. It's competing with the Kurunagala. Now even we can't compete to Nikavarat. So that's the problem. Because I can't say anything for Arachkattu division because they are rural, but still we need to work Vennapu, Nathandi and Chilaw. We are the bigger divisions.
Yes, sir. I am conducting a special project for the students,
Yeah,
those
the
who are
thing is,
doing all levels,
you have
facing the
to,
all level exam.
you can't
But
wait.
because
I
of this
need
curfew
data.
due to Corona, we are unable to do that.
I know,
Continue that.
but the thing is, you can't wait until the school opens because we don't know special time right now. That may take another 2 weeks at least, I guess. So for that, please prepare yourself. What are you going to do from the starting point? Obviously, you are not going to cover the syllabus, but you have to do the
Prepare
practice
them for the
papers and
paper,
practice
face the
questions.
paper. That's the
But
thing we have to
still,
do.
if
I
they
think.
have very lack of knowledge in maybe grammar and prepositions, adverbs, and other things, still you have to do some theory parts. But your main
Yes, sir.
focus is
Especially regarding writing
yes,
activities. I think.
yeah, because you are the second weakest school according to this analysis. So Chamit is there, no? St. Mary's?
Yes, sir.
Chamit?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Only Chamit is here? Any other than anybody
No,
else?
sir. Here, Miss is there.
Emma.
So I am here, sir.
Okay, him I can see.
Yes.
So what has happened to St. Mary's? Because there was a large discussion in that provincial meeting. St. Mary's is going down by down stepwise. It is said that I don't know, means I was not there at that time, but which
So everybody says like that.
yeah, what has
But we are, yes, we
not
are
only English, I
taking
mean
efforts
all other things.
for everything. So because they are not interested in learning, especially the most of the children who are interested in sports. So they are missing the lessons and everything. So we have told the principal to arrange a separate class for them. But until now we couldn't do that. But this time we have started three programs. One is we have separated 25 children and we are starting early morning. That means starting at 5, and we are doing a special program for that for every subject. And for English, we are having on Tuesday morning classes and Thursday afternoon classes after school classes.
Okay, the
So
thing
can
is
you
that
hear me?
almost all plans are
Yes.
after starting schools, no?
No, sir. Already we have started. Due to Corona, we had to we
Yeah,
couldn't
I am
do
asking
that.
these
Yes, sir.
days, do you have any plan these days?
Yes, sir. We have started Google Classroom.
So
So we have sent
how
them
many
some activities.
how many participants are there in your Google Classroom?
Uh, 150, I think, sir. We
150.
couldn't join. Yes, sir. From 10 and 11. Um,
For
yes, sir. But we were unable to join everybody because they said that they don't have the facilities, phones, smartphones like that. They were coming out with number of reasons.
yeah.
And we have anyhow we managed to do some activities, but we did say according to the questions. That means for an example, question number 7, we are having at the exam small passages. So we have seen number of passages for targeting question number 7. Like that, poems, notices, like that we have sent them number of lessons, and we asked to do in a separate book. And when we go back to school, we can correct them, and then there we can find out those who couldn't do the activities.
Okay.
Some
If
past
if
papers
you are
like that.
if you are working
So,
like that, that will be great. And I don't know whether the students are engaging very much that sports activities and what do you are saying that the students are not keen on English. That's more or less same. Even the Joseph, they have so many
yes,
sports activities and they have so many Italy exposure and other things and so many things
yes.
and that. But still, they are
Our children, sir, they are coming by 6, but when they finish the activity, they come to the classroom sometimes at 11, 12, like that. Sometimes they miss the afternoon classes for not for only English, but for
yeah.
everything.
I know him. The
So
thing is
that
that
is the reason, sir.
that's the reason because of the
We
school
are taking
management.
efforts, sir,
That's
but
your problem. That's something regarding the school management.
yes, sir. So actually, we can't talk them openly like this, sir.
Yeah, I
We
know that.
have so many problems, sir.
Mhm. So because of the school management committee and those people who are carrying the school discipline and other things,
Yes.
you are having that problem always. Anything to add, Chamin?
Yes, I came in January
Uh-huh. So you don't have much idea about grade level, no?
to the school.
I mean,
Hello.
grade 11 students.
Yes, I am doing a grade 11 and I am doing a grade 11D.
Mhm.
And the problem is all the students are below 40 in this
Yeah,
class.
that's the thing because this is the nearest school to our education zone. That's the very critical
Yes.
problem. And this is the most urban school compared to the other schools like Ananda, St. Mary's, and Carmel. It's a city schools. Even that should have at least 45 or 50 percentage. I don't know why this has happened. This article displays the results. Anyway, just what I have highlighted here in this color should be your target for each and every schools. Please write it because, for example, say WW Kannangara, it's 29 students you have to pass. This is not percentage, it's the number of students. Because right now, Kannangara pass students are only 9, but still you can try to 21 to 21 to 40%. This is the 17 plus 3. So another 20. That's why 29 students. Likewise, every schools have to think about your target and
No, sir, that
work on
Anandi
your
has been
target.
another situation, you know. No, yeah, because of that. No,
Yes, Ashoka. It's from Anand, no?
yeah,
Yes, Anand. Let's see Anand. Anand
yes, I'm
again.
here.
Again, we are expecting at least 240 pass target because you have 268 students,
Yes,
and
268 students, that's right.
you have, according to these figures, 59 students are ready to fail. But still, 20 to
Yeah,
40, uh, around 40 students are there, 20
yeah,
to 30. So,
20 to 30.
and we are paying your attention to the cohort, 20 to 30 students, in, take them to S-grade. Likewise, because your number of A's and B's you have to develop.
Really, again, this
This is
year.
a big school, so you can't have just one only mechanic. You have to work on 2, 3 classes and 2, 3 agendas. Then only you can develop number of A's, B's. Keep in mind, when you start the
Okay,
school, obviously you have developed the classes according to their competency, I mean their skills. Then only you have to develop people to, for Anand I'm saying, you need
yeah,
to increase A passes. By the time you have to increase the S passes and reduce W's because we have only 2 national schools in Chilaw Divison. So you are better than Sena Nayak. No, in this case, better. Sena Nayak is better than you. But you have the higher number of students. That's why, Ashoka, we have to think about this figure. If you can't
okay,
achieve this target, that will be a problem, which means we are still remaining same. Other national schools like Josavas, Damsara, they are paying well. I mean, comparing to your school. So you
yeah,
need to think this part as well. AB, number of ABs for the qualitative resource upliftment. Ashok, are you
yeah,
here?
yeah,
Yeah.
can hear you.
So anybody from Sena Nayak? Madam Sena Nayak? Madam Sena Nayak. Okay. Anybody from Galmuru? Sorry, I missed one from Kamel. Kamel Balika? Who is from Kamel? Kamel?
Miss
Hello.
Nilupa is here. Nilupa.
Yeah, I'm here, sir.
Gayatri.
Gayatri here. Sir,
Gayatri.
I am here.
You are from Kamel.
And I'm also here. I'm Dilupa.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, both of you are here. So what you
Three
can
teachers
say regarding to
they are
study
saying
to
just
I'm from.
students, because you are corner. I mean, girls school. So still, you have.
I'm from Sena Naik. I'm Taranga. I'm from Sena Naik.
Okay. I'll come say Nanaga after Kamil. So Kamil
Okay.
people, what can you say about these 72 numbers?
72, yeah. Last Monday, we had a meeting at school.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there are 72. I'm talking regarding the last year results.
Mm-hmm.
There were 72 students from 72 students below
40.
40.
Below 40.
So,
Yes, Dilupa miss.
so
Yes.
sister told that we have to do more works.
Below 40.
Below 40, yeah, you can see it, sir. I
Below
saw your
40, 27 plus 22.
no
40.
22 72 is there. Can you see, sir, here?
Yeah,
So
it's 49, no?
sister told us you have to do more work for English. Currently, sir, we have all our class teachers have prepared
Formed.
WhatsApp groups for each class.
So I don't know
Uh,
whether there's
we are,
a functioning very well. Who is monitoring that?
Yes,
all
that
the talk, Gatwies. It's okay.
yes, sir. All the class teachers and the English teachers. Most of the students have joined the groups. Around 40, 41 in each class. I think almost every girl in the English medium class. I think Idilupami say.
Yeah,
Am I
22
correct?
only there.
Yes.
Yeah. All
Yes.
are there.
They all have. Yes. In my class, I am doing grade 11A. About 40 out of 45, about 40 students are there, sir. They are doing well. We conduct lessons in the textbook and send them a paper once a week.
Okay, so if you are doing something is totally appreciated. When you start the school, please
Sir, it's
prepare.
not clear.
When you start the school, please prepare
Yes.
yourself to do a good mechanism to increase number of A's, B's, and number of S, because two different procedures you have to follow this time.
Yes.
Because the same remedial classes, it might not work for these people, these 22, I mean these 49 people, but still you have to
49.
you have to work separately for the these
weaker ones
and smart
the
people,
Brighter ones.
brighter ones, yeah. Likewise in Senanayaka, somebody is here from Senanayaka, no?
Yes, excuse me, sir. One vice there, I can see.
Yes,
Excuse me, sir.
yes, Nilan. Sorry?
Excuse me. Taranga is here.
Taranga is there, sir.
Taranga is there.
Taranga is here.
Taranga is from Madampu Central.
Yes, Madam Central also, it seems that 69 students are ready to fail. So I need to just highlight these figures. When you develop your target, you need to think these columns. Can you see? These are the columns you have to just ignore the students who have scored below 20. Other than a miracle, it's
Yes.
really impossible to enhance their results for
Yes.
it. That effort can be taken to other subjects, and it is easy to get a pass for other subjects like basket subject or history or Buddhism or Catholicism or whatever. Don't make them to work hard for English, because it means that they are not smart in handwriting, grammar, and everything. That's why they have scored below 20. Below 20. So what you have to think about is 20 to 40. You have to do a proper mechanism for them to increase the subjects. Please prepare yourself. When you start the school, you don't have time to any other functions or cleaning mechanism. After everything only you are going to start the school. Then the starting point, you have to implement your actions to increase the results, to practice questions, do so many things to regarding this subject. Obviously your timetables have to be changed, so you will be given maybe 1 or 2 hours per day, or maybe 5 4 hours per week. So at the time, just try to do a proper mechanism, because we don't have time to have a physical quality circle this time, because I'm not going to waste your time, because school time is really important. Can you understand me? Hello? Yes, Sema, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
yes, sir.
can't
Yes, sir.
we, sir, can't we have an effort, because we can select some teachers or some ISS, and can't we have some materials preparing for targeting A and B
Yes,
results?
we are doing like that, but still at right now also in the English professionals group, I have shared so many things, so you can have a collection of that. And
Yes.
And
Yes,
As
sir.
a printed material, as a
printed, the
when
thing is,
we,
in
yes,
this time,
like we are doing for the weaker ones.
yes, the thing is, we can't use the
Actually, we
zonal
must
level.
highlight. Yeah.
In the zonal levels, we may not have money Hema, to print those materials because we are having
No, sir.
little.
Because of that,
So
you
we
can
can
send.
ask them to buy.
Fine,
Hello,
that's
The
sir.
okay.
students can
That's
buy, sir.
okay. So I have
No.
shared so many materials in English professionals group, as well as
Yes.
you can find so many things in net, and so many things like, for example, fancy this Facebook site also. Then select the proper ones and ask them to get printed from their own money. So that's okay.
Ah,
But you have to be careful not to get some petitions,
No, sir.
so
If you can
regarding A
send only one
passes,
copy,
Yeah.
yes, we can
if
get
you
the
yeah,
hard.
if you can send only one copy, that we can get the photocopies of them and supply them to the
Yeah,
children.
because now if you go to that NWP's provincial education website also, there are plenty of materials. Even the term test papers, the soft copies have been uploaded.
No, there be no
The
no sir.
NWP copies for weaker ones, no, sir.
Yeah, that is for weaker
That
ones
is
only,
provincial, and already we are doing that, sir. But I
Yeah,
think it is not sufficient to get an A
for the
pass, but it
yeah.
is okay for a to get an S pass.
So it's
So,
okay, but
so we are doing that. So likewise, we are suggesting you to
you
have a copy, one copy
Each,
for
yeah.
each school. So then we can guide them. I
Yes,
think, I
right.
feel,
you
sir,
mean
regarding writing part, because they are weak in writing. So that is why they can't obtain an A pass. So we have to improve their writing skills. They,
okay,
Writing
okay.
English
actually,
and
they are
correct one,
reluctant
yes.
to write.
So
So
I'll
then I, I feel that that will be
Yes,
a
that is a suggestion,
fruitful
so
one.
that's good.
no, that's good. I try to find
Yeah.
some materials and send it to you via email. Because of this, we don't have information. Information is out of order. So I can share it with you, so you can do proper mechanism to give it to those students in for the qualitative development. Because most of the time we are trying to increase SPAS. That's why you have find so many materials for weak ones. Yeah. I try to find some materials, and with the ISA help, definitely I'm going to see you all as soon as school starts. And Galmuru Herat, Panjukulia, Kannangara, teachers are there. Galmuru Herat,
Yes,
Panjukulia,
she is there. One lady is there from Galmurua.
Galmuru lady. Who is the lady?
Heratul Ratna. No?
Is somebody? Yeah. Likewise, you can see because if we need to increase the divisional English resource in your division, you have to, especially the schools have to the least number of students from Sippikalani Lippadeni. So
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I am Leela Rajpak, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
yes, which is school?
I appear as Sahani Netma. I am CWW Kannangra Mahavidyalaya.
Okay. EWW Kannangara.
Appear as Sahani Netma. That is daughter's name.
Okay. In Kannangara also, it said
Yes,
the
sir.
forecast is 45% of W, 45 numbers of W. Okay. So, do you have any shortage of teachers?
Sir?
Do you have teacher shortage?
Yes, sir.
Do you have teacher shortage?
No, sir. There are two teachers are here.
Yes. So why that 45 students are performing badly?
Especially, sir, there are some weaker students. We are trying our best to do that. We have special programs. And these days also we are doing WhatsApp program and giving questions to them.
Okay, so what I'm asking to do is, Annangara, at least you have to increase your result by this 20 students, because according to this result, your pass student is only 9, but if you
Yeah.
increase this 29 students, you can pass this appreciated. So just go with this target, because these targets are not coming from aliens. These have been developed according to these figures. You can see
Yes.
these are the students. People who have at least more than 20, we can take them to up to 40. That's the argument. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Likewise, so all teachers who are in this discussion, please write your target if you are not sure about your mm, analysis of marks. So you can write your target. Madagam is your target. This is the number of students at least you have to pass. I mean, you have to try. Madagam is 111, Parukku 112, St. Mary's 128, Carmel 175, Senanayak 146, Anand 141, Galmurua 25, Panjukulia 50, Annangara 29, GCS Korea 26, Vijay 53, Godawal 15, Ambapanda with a 12, Nasriya Muslim 52. Nasriya, is anybody there? Nasriya? Anybody there from Nasriya?
Yes, sir, I am here.
Okay. So, Nasriya is a ladies college or mixed one? Ladies side?
No, it is a mixed school.
Mixed school. So right now, 30 students are on the W board. So you have to increase it up to, you have to decrease it, and passing students you have to increase up to 36 to 52. Okay. Nasriya?
Yes, sir, we are trying to do it, sir, this time.
Mm-hmm.
And during this period, I have made a WhatsApp group for the students. 38 girls are there, and I am sending papers and some grammar notes for them. And once a week, I discuss the paper with them through Zoom.
That's fine. How many people are participating?
Yeah, in the beginning, there were 8 to 11 students. But gradually it increased up to 20 to 25. But not all the students are participating regularly. But however, I try to discuss the paper with them.
Okay. And Almita Muslim, is anybody here?
Okay, so I'm here. I'm Fasla from Al Misbah.
Yes, Almita, are you doing
So
something?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Almita, also you have 29 Ws according to grade 10. I'm expecting at least 42 students can get pass marks. You have to try again another 20. You can see. Can you see it?
Okay, sir. This year I'm not doing all level. Last year I did all level, and the principal and the Nilanthas asked me to participate in this conference,
Okay,
so I
please
can convey the message to principal.
Yeah, convey the message. Actually, it's not a task. This is a must. We have to do. See other schools also. You can see if your schools are there.
Yeah.
Just write down your targets. Now, for example, Ariyagama, Koppavila, St. Sebastian. And really nice to see you around 40 teachers there. Thank you very much for participating for this video conference. I need to highlight your situation here. Then just need to show you where you are as a division also. You are, I mean, not upgrading, it seems downgrading. Only by S passes you are upgrading, but still qualitatively, according to 2017 and 2019, you don't have a significant increase. Only in C passes, there's a 60 something. Otherwise, A's and B's, likewise, the its failures in 2018, it was 785 failures in the division. This time 780. So which means we haven't decreased. Yes. That is the situation in your division. So did you write the targets? Hello, did you see your targets and did you write it down?
Yeah, we wrote.
However, if you miss this, I'll upload the recording in the WhatsApp group so you can get the recording. So I need to highlight you because we are having some extraordinary time, so nobody has this much of is having fun. Okay, this is the first time we are having this much of holidays. So, but use these holidays effectively, because if you don't start anything until the school starts, you don't have proper time to increase your results. Increase in the sense, don't try to increase the results of those students who have taken marks below 20. Those students have below 20 marks. Rather than trying to teach English, it's better. It's the school's duty to advise them to try any other subjects to get a pass. Can you get the idea? Is it clear? Suvini from Karukua, can you?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yeah. Please, because this is something you have to think analytically and act accordingly. Otherwise, if you're trying to do so many remedial things and so many practice papers without thinking about their abilities and their marks, you are not going to success. You need to have a good results. Just think their competency level. Obviously, you have to divide them according to their skill, their knowledge. Then only you can do proper mechanisms. If you have more than one teacher, just divide them and mix it. If you have 2-3 classes, mix them and just try to do a proper way. For example, if you need to increase S passes, what you have to do? Malini, are you there? Malini from REST. Malini. Okay. Nilanta, you are here. You can hear me, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. For example, if we need to increase S passes, what are the questions we have to target? Yes. English paper? Huh?
First paper. First paper.
It's not clear.
For A's and B's, we have to target the second part two paper, sir.
පුටු එකක්වත් නැද්ද? පුටු දෙකක් තිබ්බ එකක්වත්.
Writing.
Sir,
Yes.
Writing part, sir.
writing part, we have to develop the writing part. Because
Yeah.
of that,
A's
problems.
and B's.
No. A passes. Sir.
For A's and B's,
For A passes, for A's and B's, we have to concern about the part 2 paper.
yeah, part 2 paper writing
That's
part.
how I
So
think.
you need to develop their
Yeah.
writing skills, especially Ananda, Madagamabe,
Yes.
and Kamel. Those are the schools. But to people who have below 40 marks, still they are having more than 20 marks. You have to practice them.
Vocabulary questions and
Vocabulary question, picture description, notice writing, and
Yes.
visualizing a
That means
graph.
the part one
Part
question.
1, first
question.
8 questions.
Part 1 paper, sir.
So,
And number 7.
Yeah.
so likewise, you have to practice and practice for the people who are where they are in weaker position. But for qualitative improvement for the second part, if you need to develop their writing skills, what you suggest, Hema?
So regarding bar graphs and letters, so sometimes most of the children they like to select bar graph, but when they go for the exam, sometimes they will mix up that. But I suggest that if they can improve letter writing, it's better to get the 10 marks for that question.
Yeah.
And the question number 16, last question.
Yes.
So if we can develop their story, we are not getting that, sir. If we can improve their dialogue writing, sir, I think they will catch, they will collect some more marks. Rather than writing long essays, if they can develop writing the dialogue part.
Think,
Question number 16.
although this is a language, just think this
Yes.
is like a maths or science. Just think how
Yes.
we can grab the marks. What we need to
Yes.
practice them is the grabbing the marks. Don't try to learn, teach English these 3 marks for the grade 11 people. Just practice them too.
Sir, what about, sir, can I suggest you, sir, the YouTube, there are some good lessons which the student, the teachers are doing island wide.
Yes, sir. So why don't you
Sir,
post it in our group?
different. No, sir. I used to put some like that paragraph writing. There are one teacher I saw. It was nicely explained. The one by one nicely she briefed. So I shared that YouTube link with my student, because I actually, sir, I have only 22 students. They are in English medium class, so most of them are good. But my target is to 22 A's from that class. There are 22 students, so that is what I expect.
You are from
This time.
Carmel, no?
No, yeah, I'm from Carmel. So their writing is little bit good, sir, but sometimes only they do some mistakes. Handwriting, you talk about the handwriting, everything is good because of the girls. So they are writing, they write neatly, very clear, it's nice to correct. It's we feel something, sir, when you correct lot of papers, you feel tired, but you don't feel tired the way they write. Their writing style is really nice.
Yeah, I am expecting from
if I
Carmel.
suggest you, sir.
Yeah, because Carmel is a corner, no? So
yeah,
if you see the zonal results, first and second, Dhammisara Joseph Fast, then it comes to convents like Dankotu Balika, Buddhist Girls College, and also Holy Family Convent. Likewise, the same percentage you have to maintain because you have only girls. It's really easy.
Yeah.
It is not difficult to compare it to the mixed school like St. Mary's.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yeah.
maybe a headache, but still Carmel you have only ladies. So it's easy compared to working on mixed schools. That's why
Other schools.
HFC, Venappu and Buddhist Ladies College, Bankutu, they have higher results, more than 80.
Yeah.
Even that Bauddha Balika, what you call Buddhist Ladies College in Kirimatian is a new school. It has more than 85% of pass percentage for English, although it's a Buddhist school. So what these the YouTube channels you mentioned, please share it our group, our Facebook group. So it's beneficial for our teachers as well.
Yes, sir. Nicely. There are so many. There is series. There is series according to the topics. to the
Yes,
in the
actually,
textbook.
I
you
I
can do that.
developed these channels, even
Below.
WhatsApp FB, to share those important materials to get the share and get the
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
with others, and we
Sure,
can
sure.
have that chance.
Yeah, there was a nice video clip on capitalism. There's a lesson on capitalism in grade 11.
And
So
also,
it
one
has
thing,
nicely briefed that lady that listen.
and the other thing was
Capitalism, capitals. There was a
capital. Okay,
there are so that teacher is doing according to the syllabus.
okay. The other
So
thing
all
is,
the
what about?
important grammar lessons, all the important ones are there, sir. That's the
Okay,
thing.
fine. Please share
One day
it.
she did Braga.
Other thing is,
Okay,
what
sir.
about the
I'll share it.
English literature? English literature. I'm asking from Ashoka, Hema, English literature, because I have shared a couple of that online, what do you call, English literature cafe in English professionals FB page. Did you see? Because they are having live doing by Shiromi, who was in British Council previously. Online literature
That
cafe.
is according to the literature syllabus, sir.
Sorry?
Is that according to the literature syllabus?
Yes, yes, obviously. So
Could you please tell me that names again? Could you
I
please
have
let me
shared
know?
it in our group. Ashok, are you in the
Yeah.
group? You are not.
I'm sure that I think
FP group.
We didn't see that. FB group.
English FP group. English professionals.
A group. Oh, okay. Now I have to
They
join now.
also they had the lesson for the
Really?
English literature
F
because
FB group. That
yeah,
is under your
Chilaw.
name, sir.
Sorry?
That's under your name.
No,
FB
English
group.
professionals in Chilaw.
Okay. That's we can get it.
Yeah,
Can get
just
it
go there,
later.
and because that lady is wait, you have to make a request. Then I'll
Yeah.
approve it. In there, I have so in the chat window you will see that name of the FP group. It's English professionals of Chile, professionals in Chile or something.
Officials in Chilaw. Okay.
Yeah. So in
Yeah.
there you can see so many documents, and as well as that recordings like this online literature cafe. It was very good because so many people were doing interactively. So if students have any problem, they can ask directly. That's like a webinar.
Really.
Okay.
Take a
Malini, are you there? Malini said. Nilantha?
Can you hear me?
Nilantha?
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
I'm here.
I
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's not really clear. That's the problem. You are
Yeah, something is going wrong.
so
Okay.
anything to add because we didn't have time to talk with everybody, but I appreciate if you can at least propose some important thing or suggest anything like that Carmel teacher did. Uh,
Oh, sir,
yes,
we will have a plan
yes,
actually.
please.
Then get together, and the teachers will have to get together, and then they will plan. This plan should be unique to each school, sir.
It's not clear, Nilan.
Not clear.
I guess your
Because
mic,
they are, we have to
mic is
plan.
having problem.
Maybe. So they
Excuse
will
me,
have
sir.
to plan as well. We can support them by sending some materials. We have already developed some materials. As the teacher suggested, we can send some material like feminine teacher,
Nilantha,
Asian
Nilantha,
teacher suggested. We
Nilantha,
can send some material.
Can
Nilantha,
hear nothing, Mr. Ilanta. Can hear nothing.
Nilantha,
It's not clear. Nanan
Yeah.
sir's line is not clear.
Nilantha, are you working with the laptop or the phone?
Oh, smartphone.
Smartphone. That's maybe having it your handset, maybe internal mic something problem.
Yeah.
Sir, can
Can you
you
hear me
suggest
now?
some basic, very important topics to teach, like writing part, the dialogues? Like, can you suggest some topics for the teachers? So we know that paragraph writing definitely it comes. So
Yes, the thing
something
is,
like that.
the
The
thing is, it
main
depends on,
topics. If you suggest like that,
we can't suggest, no, it depends on the school scenario. Because if
And the
you,
students depend on the level of the students.
yeah,
yeah, that's why.
it,
That's why
it
because
depends
the
on the level.
students are students.
Only the particular teacher knows what you have to do.
To
For that,
do, yeah.
yeah, that's why if you know that the word item analysis, you know it. If you know how to analyze a paper, after if you have the grade 10 paper, according to that
Yeah.
16 questions, if you were there in that, I did it in the Chilaw quality circle, how to do analyze your answers. Then only you can realize what are the things you have to do with your students. Otherwise, it's not common for Kamel to Madagamabe, St. Mary's,
Yeah, yeah.
totally different, unequal scenarios. That's the problem.
So, excuse me, sir, what time
This
you are going to
time,
end up
So
this
what
one?
you
and
so what you suggest is to select according to the level of the students and
yes,
according to the level of the school.
yes,
I mean like that, sir.
yeah.
So what I
And
feel that
thing is,
yeah.
please focus the question paper. And according to my understanding, if I go to most of the school in grade 11, sometimes they are not aware of the number of questions in the English paper. That's the problem. That's what happened to our subject. But if you ask from how many MCQs in the science paper, they will definitely say, there are 40. But if you ask about the English paper, they have the question mark. Just try it. That is how, because the priority is given to maths. Then only science. Thereafter, if they have time only, they are giving priority to English. So that's
Yes,
why,
that's the problem. That's another problem, sir.
that's the
So
social
we
problem.
have yeah. So regarding writing part, we now we can focus them to write the question number 8 because it's easy words, 50 words, no, rather than the longer ones. So
Yes.
then and we must tell them to do the question number 10, that is paragraph and letter writing, and they can
Practice more.
easily score 10 marks for that.
Yes.
So I think letter writing is better according to our students because sometimes they mix up with bar charts, and
Yes.
we are doing that.
For Hema,
Yes, sir.
for
Yes, sir.
what I did in Putlam division, for the letter writing, answer description, note and notices, just
Yes.
yourself write 20-50 example
Yes.
in yourself, 20 letter writing in what you are
Yes.
targeting, and thereafter give them to those students, so they will by heart them at least.
Yes, sir.
Then
So
in
you
the
mean, sir,
typing,
we must give,
you
yeah.
can check whether they have input. At least just
Uh,
have some monitoring process whether they are studying it, to check
yes,
whether they are
it's a good
So
studying.
you are
idea. Thank
asking
you,
us to
sir.
give the pattern, no, sir?
Yeah, just a
By heart
pattern.
that
For
pattern,
example, for
yes.
the picture
Yeah.
description, now it's coming like little bags, and first
Yes.
they need to understand how to answer the question. That's why I am asking, just don't think this is just a language paper. Think this is a math paper. And how we are going to grab the marks, that's why we need to think. What happened is, see, even in the logical subjects like science and maths, in national level and also provincial level, they have scored more than English pass percentage. Why? Because we are just trying to teach English, but we don't show the part of how to grab marks. That's the problem. But for the science people and maths people, they are clearly pointing out how to grab the marks from each and every question. That's why we need
ඉවරද
to,
කියලා? ඥානසේ විතරක් නෙමෙයි.
that
පිරිත්තන්න එපා දැන්. හෙට්ට විතරයි තියෙන්නේ.
who is blaming. So
So tell them, sir, not to talk, do the personal talks in the conference.
yes, if you need to talk
We are
with
discussing
somebody,
here.
just mute your phone and just you can speak with your colleagues in your house
Yes.
or somewhere. Just mute your phone. Otherwise, we can hear your personal things as well.
Doesn't matter if we are
Babala
modernizing
Tech.
now, sir.
No,
Because of
no,
current,
no, they have to talk with their
because of
kids,
the
you know.
virus. Now only we
No,
are
no,
modernizing.
they have to talk with their kids at
But
schooling. It's
so,
troubling, you know.
and the other thing, still according to that provincial meeting, they are saying that still we don't have. I mean, not ourselves, administry people. They have not planned to start it next week or week after starting schools. So which means maybe we have around 50 days to teach English for O level because we have to think about A level time period and also their term test. We may not have at least 60 days, around 50 days you can teach. So therefore, it's really appreciated if you can make materials to students uh, go and do some self-learning. I appreciate the efforts of Chamit and some people who have sent me so many materials to our website. Chamit sent me 2 or 3 things. If you have ability with IT skills and other things,
The line
please.
is not clear.
Sorry, if you have IT abilities and if you are okay with working with Google Forms
The
and
line is not clear, sir.
That is only for you. That's okay for us.
is that
It's okay.
so? What about Rovini? Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So I'm asking, please prepare some self-learning materials. If you are working with PowerPoints, it should be very. It can be used by the students without the help of teachers. Even though we have another 1 month of vacation, we can send them to students and they may, without our help, it should be useful to them to follow the process and learn something when you do the presentation. Likewise, if you know the Google Forms for the question number 1 and also picture description, you can work with the Google Forms documents when they fill in the blanks and when they uh, finish the exercise, they can have the evaluation at the end. Chamit, do you know that Google Forms?
Which one, sir?
Google Forms, using
No,
Google
sir.
Form.
I am not aware about that.
Just check Google Forms. If you can
Okay, sir. I will check.
use Google Forms, we can. It's like MCQ. We can give the answers, and it's like a sort of questionnaire. So we can
Yeah,
use.
I got that, sir. One has sent a link about that one to our
Yes,
WhatsApp group.
that's from Suduel, Tilini, and Kanishka. Are you there?
I
Tilini and Kanishka from Suduel, I guess. Suduel. Tilini, are you there? Tilini Singer.
So, for which lessons can we use that one?
No, not for lessons, but for questions.
Yeah, questions are right.
Just for questions like fill in the blanks, like close and the blanks.
Okay, sir.
So Tilini,
Can you hear
Tilini is trying to tell something, but her channel is not clear. Maybe we, yes. Tilini, if you can text it for everyone, so we can hear you. We can get it.
I'm here, sir.
So yeah, you can speak.
It's yes, sir.
So you did Google Forms, did you? Hello? so maybe having a problem. So just try to develop some self-learning materials. Otherwise, the things you
Yes,
have.
it's raining heavily. Yeah.
Selene, your line is not clear. Maybe you have weaker signals or something. Hello. Yeah. What I'm suggesting is the materials you used while you were in the class in front of students may not work to work with their own. Can you get my point? Because if teacher is there, teacher can explain everything. For example, if you are trying to teach them tenses, if you are there, it's okay because you are there to explain those tenses and what is the difference between the meaning. But still, if you are making a presentation, the scenario is different because you are not there. So you have to think about it. You have to go from very beginning and stepwise how we have to identify it. So that's why if you are even for that hard copies, if you are distributing among students to do something, just think about it whether they are able to work with their own. For the people who are very smart, bright people like in Ananda, Kamel, and Divison, if if you need to increase A passes, just ask them to develop their writings and do so many writings like picture description and other things and send it to you. So if you have time, you can correct it. If you have materials, just share it. So for the picture description, you can find so many materials, even in the bar charts also. Even if you give the analysis, data analysis of our zone, which I have put in the FB group, that's a good thing. They can analyze those our marks as well. English marks at the zone. That's a good task for them, for bright people, not for weaker ones. Can you get my point, Hema?
Yes, sir.
So likewise, just
We
because I know maths, maths percentage have increased, but still English percentage is
decrease.
upgrading. I don't know why, because maths is still a logical subject, but this is just a language. So why it's not very impossible to increase our results. But the thing is, we have to think little bit differently. How to increase our results? Not to teach them, because within these 3 months, don't try to teach English. You don't have that time. No, from 6 to 10 you can teach English, but this time from obviously June to December you don't have time to teach English for 11 graders. What you need to do is show their path to get good path. That's the thing. Telini, Telini Subasinghe, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, but when I get to speak, something happens.
Yeah, now it's a little bit clear. You can speak.
Um,
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. So anyway, do you have any?
is it okay? Pardon?
No, it's still having the problem, Tilni.
Yes, sir.
Okay, could you please post it your things in Facebook group as well, so others can find it.
Currently out of, I mean, I normally don't use Facebook. I just, if somebody can take what I've shared in the WhatsApp, uh, can post in the FB for the convenience of others.
Okay, I'll do it. Okay, if somebody needs to contribute something, We are ready to hear it. Lakshmini Aptanayaka. Lakshmini Aptanayaka. You are from which school? That's your wife account, I guess. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So okay, sir. I can hear.
So
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you clearly. What is your school?
Your voice is somewhat not clear. Is it okay now?
Yeah, I guess so. So you can
Okay,
speak.
okay. Okay. Now okay. It's okay.
You are from which school?
So, no, I am from Bandrata. So Nilant know who I am. So my wife is in Galmuru. She was in the conference. So then she went inside of home with my child. So that's why I was waiting here.
Okay.
You want to talk with her?
No, that's totally fine. I just saw you with the ladies, and that's why I asked you.
Okay, sir. I call. This is nice program, sir. So I listen all things, yeah, suggestions and other things. Madam Hema propose most of things, and our senior Dilupa teacher also propose most of things.
Yes.
Can use.
Okay, thank you. Ashoka, do you want to add something? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Mute has been muted.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Yes, there are more the problems getting that time to time. Let you know, sir, later. Now.
Obviously, we have time restriction this time. So what we need to do is don't stay until the school starts. You have to work with your own, especially St. Mary's, Carmel, Madagamabe. Who is the one from Madagamabe? Madagamabe, who is the teacher? Madagamabe. Nilanta, who was the teacher?
Bangla is here, Bangla teacher.
Huh?
And they look to you.
I don't know whether she has.
Bangla also there.
Dilukshi is there.
Bangla.
Yes. Those people from major schools. Those people from major schools, please discuss with your principals. Number one, because without the consent of principal, you can't implement anything. Discuss with the principal and try to make a proper plan to develop number of A's, B's, and as well as reduce the number of failures. That's why I have to. That's why I need to show this graph, because you see Chilaw division, we don't see any significant increase of results, and also these are the term test results. So especially these people from this school, Abhay, Karuppu, Sugatananda, St. Mary's, Carmel, Senanayak, Anand, you have to do something to reach these targets. Otherwise, we are having a tough time. If we don't plan right now and if we don't start these things, it will be a problem, because we may not have time, we may not have time to gatherings, and obviously you don't have any sort of team inspections this year. No team inspections, no functions, no what do you call Dutch Palandavim, so and so. Any functions, you don't have any sort of functions this year. What you need to do is just to concentrate about teaching. In your case, just to concentrate about increased English results. That's the thing. I know in the society as well as the principal level also, they are not paying much attention comparing to the maths and science. The big attention is maths, maybe Sinhala and Tamil, and science. Thereafter only they are giving attention to English subject. But in your case, this is your subject, this is your career. If you need to widen your career, we have to work. Otherwise, nobody is going to increase English resource. Only English teachers have to do it. You got my idea. It's, don't think it is difficult. If you are thinking English is difficult, see maths is rather difficult because we need to have the logical process in mind. But still, we have higher number of pass pass percentage for maths, but low percentage of English. So that's why just just think very critically how to increase our results. What are the things? It might be different from one to one. So the Kamel Balika girl, they may perform the number 14 question very well, but Madhagama people, they are not going to perform it because of their level of knowledge. So you have to understand them because I don't know this is a not particular tailor-made solution for each and every school. You have to understand it. You have to create it. So that's why within this pandemic era, if you have that like bigger schools, if you have time, just please make a gathering and go to school. English teachers, you may go one day and make a proper plan. What are the things you are going to do for these students? How to increase their number marks from 20 to 40. Likewise, what are the things we have to do? Increase the number of A's and number of B's because A's, B's, and C's represents the qualitative improvement of results. Number of S means it's okay if we are having the zonal percentage of 40, 45, we need to increase S. But this time we have more than 60 percentage, so we need to increase S as well to increase pass percentage, and we need to pay more attention to increase HBs for qualitative development because in comparing to Venap and Nath and the Chilaw division, qualitative development is not significant. I mean, so you need to think it. I know it's not easier. It's not easier because of the time restriction, but that's why I'm saying that please make a proper plan. Make a collection of the materials. These materials should be to the weak ones. These materials should be the moderate people, and these are the for the bright students. Make because after starting schools, you don't have much time. Just starting from work and work. Then only you will realize the result. So that's why work with your own and we are ready to help you. If you have any concern, please contact Mr. Nilanta, YSA or myself. Probably after 2 weeks, the grade 11 people, they are going to start their works, I guess, but it's not clear and it's not official yet. So that's where we are. So you need to do some work with your own, and if you have time, if you have knowledge, make some materials and share with us, so it will be beneficial all over the zone, all over the division, all over Sri Lanka. Yes, June is doing something. Yes, anything to add before winding it up? Yes,
I think it's better if we can practice some simple sentence forms when we are writing questions.
yes, rather than going with the long sentence, because if it is the sentence are long, there's more probability to get so many errors.
Yes, we can see many mistakes when we are in paper marking. Students try to write many complex sentences and they reduce their marks because of that.
Yes, yes, especially those who have more than 100 W numbers, St. Mary's, Karapur, and those other schools. Just think rather than, for example, when they are making letter writing and also notice writing, how to use very simple sentences rather than thinking and so many uh, writing so many
Complex
unnecessary
sentence.
things. Yeah, that's why I'm saying that just to focus the marking procedure. Those who have gone for marking, they know this really. So just focus only increase their marks, because if we practice picture description theory, at least they will get at least 4 marks. If you practice note and notice writing, again for 5 marks they will get. Likewise, we can take them to 40. But for the people who are in 60s and 50s, we need to increase their letter writings. If you have their numbers, please start to write now. If you don't have WhatsApp group or if you don't have Google Classrooms right now, but still, if you have the numbers of those grade 11 students, please make group and start something. I mean, they may they love to work with the mobile phones and laptops because that's a novel experience for them now. They may try to do something because I know for the in the Mr. also the Google Classroom functioning very well because more than 5,000 people have subscribed them because they love to work with the technology. The thing is we have to provide the fruitful materials. Okay. Uh, yes. Anything to add? I'm expecting silent figures to speak. If you don't have problems with your mics. Sayona Pereira, you talk with me now. And yes, if you don't have anything, we can wind up the sessions. So I'll put the recordings in WhatsApp. So especially those marks and other things, you can get it and you can have idea those analysis process. First of all, you especially bigger schools, you have to analyze your own marks. Where is our situation? How our students are performing. Only credit credible figures we have is that grade 10 last term test marks. So just use grade 10 last term test marks and understand the idea, scenario of your school. Then you can work on your own and you can prepare separate guidelines and separate worksheets, especially separate worksheets. That should differ from one to one. I mean, maybe 3 cohorts, because people who can't achieve at least 40, they obviously they can't uh, go with the letter writing things now. The letter writings for the bright people. So likewise, just try to analyze the situation and start with your. Then thank you very much for your attention. We had previously around 40 students, 40 participants. Now it's 30. Anyway, it's really nice to meet you all. I guess you had something. So because I'm not going to waste your time after starting schools, but obviously myself and Sunilanta, we are going to come with that particular schools where they have there are so many W passes. Nilanta,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Can
yeah,
hear.
it's provincial officials' idea is in your case also you have to go to that critical schools only. You don't have team inspections this time, and also
I
don't
have
try to go
been very
other
tested.
schools where there are the problems. Just go those schools. Maybe you have to go to school 4 days per week. So we have to work anyway. So then, thank you very much. So I'll wind it up. So thank Mr. Nilantha and thank you very much all. So it's really nice to work, have a meet up with you. Hopefully, you are going. I hope you are going to take some good strategies to increase your results. Please understand your targets, you have to go on the targets because I have given you targets scientifically because you have to increase the results of 20 to 40 number cohort. So it's scientific, not just your target should be like this. It's not scientific, but according to a result analysis only, I have given you the target. Just try with the targets and think how you are going to work separately with separate people. Okay, then. Thank you very much. Thanks all for contributing us and thanks all for
Thank
bearing us,
you, sir.
listening.
Thank you,
So
sir.
it's really nice experience having a large gathering with the Chilaw division. Thanks for arranging everything, Nilanda. So hopefully we
Okay,
are
thank you.
and we are having a meeting on Wednesday. I says the thing, and
Okay.
eventually I'm going to post each and everything, notices, announcement, and so many study materials in our FB group. FB group for your messages. I'm using WhatsApp group. So please subscribe with both of those channels. So that's for betterment of our students, not for us. So there is a responsibility to increase. Okay then. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.